Hello, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. Well, we're after class now, so we'll see what happens. Heading into the gym building, I decide to wait by the entrance so I can talk to Saya before we headed in. I even made sure to already have all of my things organized inside my bag before the bell rang to make sure I could arrive here before she did. She tends to be the type that starts acting weird as soon as she walks into the courts, so I'd much rather have a talk with her when the two of us are still outside. Hey, Yuichi-kun. What are you doing outside? Waiting outside by the girls' entrance. I was hoping to talk to you, actually. Me? Oh, crap. What did you do this time? Why are you immediately assuming I did something? Because that's usually always the case. Hey, I rarely ever get in trouble. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't do anything. I just wanted your opinion on something important. I'm not convinced, but go ahead. Could you at least try to pretend like you actually have an ounce of faith in me? So, I guess it was mostly the conversation we were having at lunch that got me curious, and I figured you'd be the best person to ask. The conversation at lunch, you're gonna have to be more specific than that. When they were talking about college applications and stuff, you didn't say anything on the subject, and it got me wondering if you'd even gotten any kind of offer and whatnot. I know there are a lot of colleges out there that would love to have an accomplished player in their roster, and might reach out to you with scholarships to try to get you to join. Yeah, that sort of thing happens sometimes. I got a few like that. How come you never brought it up? She shrugs, acting like the whole thing were no big deal at all. Not like we're talking about offers worth millions of yen. There's no point. I've already had career plans decided for years. You and I are gonna go pro together and head to America. I'm not gonna abandon you to get a random degree in England or Australia. There's an L there. Got there. Yeah. We're on top of things. Or whatever, just because of a free ride. Oh, right, yeah, that's very considerate of you. Oh, crap. I wouldn't even thought about how this might affect Saya. Now I feel like an ass for even considering it. Just out of curiosity, how many offers have you gotten so far? Give me a minute. She starts mumbling something I can't hear under her breath, staring off into space for a few seconds, while trying to recall the information. It's been about 5, unless I'm forgetting one. What, 5? How come you got 5 and I only got 1? I mean, yeah, I'm not going to pretend you're not an amazing player, but still, what the hell? What's the huge difference in treatment? Wow, damn, you're really popular. Good for you. Really popular? It's not like I get any more recognition than you do. One would think. If you say so. Either way, thanks for answering my question. Sure, no problem. Talk to you again during practice. By the way, would you be okay with playing another match? Really? Again? You really are petty, aren't you? I can't leave things off like this. I refuse on the matter of pride. I've played 11 sets against you and only managed to win a single one of them so far. I can't let things stay this one-sided. What? Are you afraid of a little challenge? Kinda. Wait, what? I was just joking. Yeah, I know. It's true, though. It's scary how fast you're catching up to me. We only started playing against each other a week ago, and you went from not keeping up to giving me more trouble than I've had in the national competition. It's terrifying. It kind of feels like you're some kind of predator stalking me. Jeez, I didn't know I made you feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry. Nah, it's fine. That's how a tennis player is supposed to be. I'm just not used to seeing you like that anymore since you've been in a slump for so long. I rather see you being crazy competitive than lazying around again. I just never thought I'd have that kind of hunger turned on me. I guess it is like a kind of hunger. That's a good way of putting it. I wonder how she'd react if I said, like, rabbit. What do I, always think of terrible jokes? Why do I know? I don't know. It's gonna be a good episode, guys. I'm not tired. It's fine. It's fine. Yes. Just don't make me start playing 5-set matches against you every day. That would get exhausting very fast. You don't get to say that. You're the stamina monster that's constantly running me ragged when we play. Just because I can handle it better than you doesn't mean I'm not suffering. From exhaustion all the same, you know. Alright then. I won't make you play 5-set matches with me every day. Promise. How about 6? That probably wouldn't work. It's by odd numbers, right? Yeah. Because I'll eventually start beating you in straight sets, then you won't need to complain about being tired. Oh yeah? Bring it on, bitch. She's just as easy to rile up as I remember. That should keep her from complaining too much about playing against me from now on. I'll see you inside. Get ready to have your ass kicked. Just remember, we're still talking about tennis here, okay? And there she goes, stomping away without listening to a single word I said. Okay, geez, maybe I did a bit too good of a job at pissing her off. I just might end up regretting talking too much. Well, this is going to be a hell of my own creation. No point delaying it. I'll just head inside and take it like a man. My whole body hurts a lot more than I would have hoped. Even just playing a single set against Asaya-chan is exhausting. At least I'm making progress. Managed to steal a single set from her again today. Still, lost 3-1. I'll just cheer myself up by saying that this is a good practice for when we reach nationals and I have to start playing 5-set matches again. I really need to start winning. I fish around inside my bag for a few seconds until I manage to find my phone, checking it for any new messages that might have popped up while I was at the club. Aki did text me while I was away, and that was just him letting me know that he'll be home late from practice. That should be fine. I'll just tell him to take a taxi home if it gets too dark, outside of the time he leaves. I also wonder if Shoichi is still at school right now. I'll try calling him. If he's still around, maybe we can hang out for a bit before he leaves. Let's see if he'll even pick up his phone at all. Hello. You picked up. Oh, Yuichi, what's up? Don't you have caller ID? Wouldn't you see, like, you know, like, okay. I just got out of practice. I was wondering if you were still around school. I kind of wanted to go see you. Oh, sorry, I'm already home. Kiga and the rest of the council forced me to take a break, and since I don't have volleyball practice anymore, I came home early. Oh, what if I came over? I could pick you up at least. I would rather avoid actually being in his house as much as I can. Yeah, Dad actually asked me to help him out with some office work. I shouldn't even be on my phone right now. I just forgot to turn it off. That's a bummer. We didn't have much time to ourselves this week, so I kind of hoped that... I know, sorry. I already promised I would help. Plus, he's paying me for this, so... If you went home from school early, shouldn't you be allowed to take that time off to relax? It just sounds cruel to use that as an opportunity to make you do more work. You're so good at your work that you finished everything you had to do early. As a reward, here's more work. Is that how the adult world is like? That sounds pretty miserable. It does make me happy to hear you wanting to spend more time with me, though. Of course I do, you dork. I miss you. Things have been kind of crazy since we had that fight, and we haven't had much time to just be together. Yeah, that's true.
How about we go for a date? I think I should be able to on Sunday.
Why Sunday?
Organizing something for us with a little notice would be way too hard. No way I could do tomorrow.
It doesn't need to be anything super special, you know.
I know, just humor me. I want us to do something nice together. Clear the air and all that.
The air has already been clear for a while, you dumbass. You worry way too much. But I know if I try to argue with him on this, we'll be stuck like this forever. Okay, if that makes you happy, I'm in.
Of course it'd make me happy. There's nothing in the world I love more than spending time with you.
Aw, thank you. That's really nice of you to say. Where's your dad, by the way? That he's not breathing down your neck right now. You're on your phone.
He's at work. It's a weekday, remember?
Since you said he immediately asked you to do stuff for him when you get home early, I thought he was there too.
Oh, that's because I messaged him saying I'd be coming home early and asked if there was any errands he wanted me to run.
You really are the root of the cause of your own problems. The root cause of your own problems, aren't you? That, or just your average sucker for punishment.
Can I text you with our day plans later? I still need to figure out what could be a good time for me on Sunday.
Are you going to ask what would be a good time for me?
You kidding? You're a bum. You're always free.
Wow, it's true. Hey, that is not true.
Sure it is. You're never up to anything. I can drag you around whenever I want, with no repercussions.
Keep that up, and I'm gonna have to punch you as soon as we get to this date.
Sure thing. Feel free to get as much payback as you want.
What? Why did that sound so wrong just now? That's what I'm going to do.
Oh God, I can practically hear you blushing over the phone.
Cut it out.
Don't worry, I didn't mean anything sexual by that. You don't need to get all embarrassed.
Thank you.
But if you play your cards right.
I'm going through a tunnel. I can't hear you. God damn it, my face feels so fucking red right now. Great, now he's texting me.
I thought you said you were. Oh wait. Going through a tunnel, huh? Funny. The funny way about. Was about to say we could do something similar, if you catch my drift.
Just turn off your phone and go back to work already, you dork. God, even my insults are lame. I don't know how to feel about this. I've been trying to roll with the punches, hoping I'd get used to it, but maybe I should talk to Shuichi about being less pushy. I still don't know how to feel about the way things went down when we had sex. Even though I gave him that huge speech about everything was fine, I feel like I was trying to convince myself more than anything. I feel like I should be okay with it by now, but he pushes so much that it makes me want to back down even more. Fuck, so many things I need to learn to deal with all at once. Why can't any of this be easy? Maybe I should just ask Saya about this stuff. She has her shit together for the most part, and she's already shown a lot of interest in talking about our relationship too. Ask Haruki. Am I opening Pandora's box here? This just might be a huge mistake. I'm gonna go home and think this over during a hot bath. I really need need one right now. Ah. Okay. It's way too hot. Even with the air conditioner on. Summer, you've only just arrived. I already wish you would leave. The first thing I notice when I open my eyes is how bright it is inside. I don't often think about it, but it's at times like these that I regret not putting curtains on my windows. Why would you not? My eyes hurt. What time is it? And judging by how bright it is, it can't be earlier than 9 a.m. It would be a crime for it to be this bright on any earlier than that. I try feeling my way around the nightstand, searching for my phone while squinting and trying to get used to all this light. Whoa, it's almost 10 already. Holy crap, I overslept! I kept tossing and turning in bed for hours and couldn't make myself fall asleep. At some point, I think I just got so tired that I passed out, but it was past 4 by then. Actually, I'm still tired, but even if I go back to sleep, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god. Oh. I'll be staying in bed past noon, and that'd be pissing my day away. Though Shuichi didn't message me this morning either. Then again, he's probably excited about spending the day with his family after such a long time. It's not like missing a single good morning is that big of a deal. For the time being, I'll send him a basic message. I'll let him know I had trouble sleeping, so he didn't think I'm lazy by waking up this late. I should also make at least some kind of breakfast. Aki can't cook to save his life, so I don't know if Mom is even home right now. I wouldn't count on it, so I might as well cook. After getting properly dressed, mostly so I wouldn't hear Aki complain over me walking around in underwear, I get downstairs to work on making something for breakfast. Instead, I am immediately surprised by the sight of food carefully laid out on the table and wrapped in plastic. Did Aki do this? No way, grilled mackerel, rice, miso soup? Aki doesn't even have the knife dexterity to properly cube tofu, let alone grilled fish without breaking it into pieces. Was Mom here? That's a surprise. She only ever cooks once in a blue moon nowadays. Maybe she cooks, maybe she's taking Saturday off, but there's no one in the living room or the kitchen. When I get back to check the entry hallway, I note that both her shoes and her slippers are here. Curiouser and curiouser. Did aliens appear out of nowhere to abduct her, or maybe she just poofed into thin air? If she's home, her slippers wouldn't be in the hall. At the same time, if she were outside, her shoes wouldn't be here either. I mean, the simplest and more logical explanation is that she bought new slippers, or is using a different pair of shoes. But where's the fun in assuming that? Well, I guess I can check after I've had breakfast. I talk to no one else in particular, merely verbalizing my thoughts so I can be a bit more secure in the plan of action. Well, it'd be a waste for me to waste such a delicious-looking meal. And judging from the 2 sets of plates and bowls in the drying rack, I guess Aki and Mom had breakfast already. Which means all this is for me. That's awesome. I mean, what's here is only really enough for a single serving, but if Aki hadn't eaten yet, I'd share. Mom knows about my insomnia, so it was probably her idea to not wake me up. Ah! Also, I'm taking a seat at the counter. My phone buzzes inside my pocket, echoing that familiar messaging beep. When I pick it up, the first thing I see on the screen is flashing a notification from a message Shuichi sent me. That took a little bit longer than I thought it would. He's probably out of the house by now, though. Let's see.
Morning. I'm going out to scout some ideas for tomorrow's date. Sorry for not answering sooner.
Scouting? You're taking this way too seriously. I begin typing a message to say exactly that, but before I can, another one pops up.
Thanks again for agreeing. I'm really excited for it. Love you so much.
Wow, I was not prepared to read that. He does say it often, but it catches me by surprise each and every time. I'll hold off on answering it for now. God damn it, now my face is red. Good morning, sweetie. I see you're finally up. Oh, hey, Mom. So you really were home after all. I knew there was no way Aki made breakfast. Yes, I made grilled mackerel since I knew it's one of your favorites. What? You didn't have to go through the trouble. It's no trouble. You're always taking care of your little brother and of the house. The least I can do is do something for you when I can. You already do. You work really hard to support us, and you even put up with me lazing around all the time the past few years. It's pretty unusual for you to be home. Did something happen? I suppose you could say that. Mom grabs a picture of iced tea from the fridge, serving herself a full glass of it. I'm sure the face I made when I saw it must have been very assuming, because next thing I know, she's giggling. I was going to ask if you wanted some, but I suppose I have my answer. Yeah. Well, I'll be back in my room. I have some work I need to do. You're still working? I thought you had the day off. My day off from the office, sure. I still need to prepare a briefing and work on some documents for the office. Geez, must be really tough having your job. It is, but I enjoy it. We're currently trying to incentivize a majority restriction in the Japanese legal and penal system. So it's a lot of responsibility. Really, I don't know much about it. For your sake, I hope you'll continue not to know much. You don't need it. That doesn't sound ominous at all. If you need me, I'll be in my room, though. Aki-kun is studying, so try not to disturb him if you can help it. Of course, not a problem. Aki is studying. What a shocker. Then again, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. I think I kept trying to convince him to slack off because I felt guilty for not taking my studies as seriously as I should. Seeing him being so serious about it just reminds me of how much I wasn't. Just one more thing to add to the list of complexes, I guess. I feel like I should try to study a little bit as well. If for no other reason than so I won't feel bad about it. But first, there's something else I need to get out of the way. I've been thinking to myself, but yesterday it got even more obvious to me. I have way too many things troubling me that I have no idea how to deal with. I need to ask someone for advice. God knows I've already I've been prodding left and right for help from both Haruki and Saya. You should ask Haruki for more help. Of course, there's no way I'm gonna invite that guy to my house just to ask for help. If anything, he'd laugh at my face if I even thought of it. But I was thinking to myself yesterday that it wouldn't hurt to ask Saya. I was afraid I'd lose my nerve come morning, but I somehow feel a lot better about the idea. God knows there are things I can't talk to Shuichi about. That's why. Saya, you're up. She's not the type to sleep in super late on the weekends. I'm sure she must be awake right now. Yuichi, this is unusual. The line connects the two of us in an instant, giving me nothing more than a soft click of Saya's answer when Saya answers the phone, her voice echoing clearly from the other side of the line. Yeah, I guess it is. Are you busy? Are you busy? Will you save it? Not right now. Did something happen? Would it be too much trouble to ask you to come over? Out of nowhere? What's going on? I need a reasonable and rational person to help me with some stuff. Reasonable and rational? I think that's the first time you ever called me anything resembling that. In fact, I'm pretty sure you usually call me, hysterical. That's what that word is, right? Violent, Oh, okay. I was just trying to, butter you up. I knew it. I only call you those things as a joke anyway. Not that they're, not at least partially true. Look, Saya, it's just I need advice, and you happen to be the only person I can ask this sort of thing. So, if it's not too much trouble, could you come over and talk? Okay, so long as it doesn't take too long, it should be fine. I'm used to this. Used to this? What does that mean? Actually, I think I'll end the part here. So I'll see you around, everyone.